Hey guys, very good evening to all of you. Welcome to Guide. This is Aditya making this video late night. As you are aware about it, I was busy with my sister's wedding, so I got free today evening only. And because the monetary policy update have been announced 2 days back, I was unable to make video. So recording this video at very late night, so you can get the update immediately. Okay, so let's move into the session. What are the important things which we are going to cover? Will be available always on the Guidely YouTube channel, so you can subscribe the channel if you have not done yet. My PDF will be available in this Telegram group, so you can join the Telegram group to get connected with me, raising if you have any query regarding interview preparation or banking exam preparation, especially in the general awareness. Connect with me. I'll try to help you out. GSL batch is one-stop solution of mine. You will be able to attend the current affairs in this batch. Started from the month of August 2024 till your SBI PU means examination. This batch will be valid. I will be moving toward the concept of the day, that is monetary policy update. So first thing which we have heard this time in the monetary policy, and which is very rare in the last 1.5 year to 2 year, for the first time Reserve Bank of India have decreased repo rate. So it is going to be a good news for everyone, those who are planning to borrow loan or those who have borrowed loan, especially like those who have taken home loan. They are going to get good advantage of this. Their rate of interest will decrease, so their EMI will be better. They will get the option either to decrease the EMI or their contribution of the principal will increase. So they will be able to wind up their loan in the lesser time compared to the current situation. तो पहली चीज जो हुई है यहाँ पर वो हुआ है आपका मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी में अपडेट. वो क्या है? रेपो रेट को डिक्रीज किया गया है बाय 25 basis point. 25 basis point meaning is it is 0.25%. This is the decrement in the repo rate. What is the repo rate? Repo rate is the rate of interest at which banks are able to borrow loan from the Reserve Bank of India, and it is a rate on the basis of which bank decide their rate of interest on which they provide loan to the customers. Usually the bigger loan, long-term loan, even business loan, and most important is home loan. This loan provided based on the repo rate. तो होम लोन वगैरह अगर आपके पास है तो उसका भी EMI में आपको क्या मिलने वाला है? Benefit. Means in your family, if your parents, uncle, anyone have home loan, inform them. It is a good news for them. They will get little bit relaxations in their EMI. EMI में relaxation मिलेगा. So previously repo rate was 6.5 and now it is going to be 6.25. So 0.25 का decrement हुआ है. So for your kind information, if anyone in your family have home loan and their rate of interest was around 8.95% till now, so it is going to be decreased by exactly 0.25. उनका rate of interest same to same 0.25 से decrease होगा, not any other number. Directly 0.25 से वो आपका क्या हो जाएगा? Decrease हो जाएगा. So what will be the advantage? Advantage is people will borrow more loan. The new borrowers, they were waiting for the lower rate of interest. They will start borrowing more loan. It will increase the liquidity in the economy. Liquidity will further increase the demand in the economy, which will impact positively the production sector, which will increase our GDP rate. तो इसका impact क्या है? Liquidity increase हो रहा है, पैसा increase हो रहा है जनरल पब्लिक के पॉकेट में, and with that demand will increase. डिमांड इंक्रीज होने के कारण जो है इकोनॉमी को एक पॉजिटिव हिट मिलेगा टुवर्ड द जीडीपी, because GDP rate is going down month by month, quarter by quarter. So RBI is trying to increase the GDP rate again. So it was the 53rd edition of monetary policy meeting and the first meeting which is done under the chairmanship of Mr. Sanjay Malhotra as the 26th governor of Reserve Bank of India. Why? Till December शक्तिकांत दास सर was the governor of Reserve Bank of India. मतलब जो लास्ट मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी मीटिंग हुआ था इसके पहले, तब तक शक्तिकांत दास सर गवर्नर थे और एज अ in the capacity of governor of Reserve Bank of India, it was the first monetary policy meeting of Mr. Sanjay Malhotra sir. और यहीं पर एक बड़ा चेंज हो गया, that repo rate have been decreased. MPC member Dr. Nagesh Kumar, Swagata Bhattacharya ji, Professor Ram Singh, Rajiv Ranjan sir, and M. Rajeshwar Rao sir. M. Rajeshwar Rao sir also recently appointed as the one of the member of monetary policy committee. तो इनको भी recently appoint किया गया in place of Dev Patra sir. So MD Patra sir. So in place of MD Patra sir, M. Rajeshwar Rao sir has been appointed till now. Till December, MD Patra sir was the member of the monetary policy committee. So major changes है, which you should remember for your interview as well as for the upcoming written examination. So, yeah, as I have told you, this is the first monetary policy meeting under Mr. Sanjay Malhotra, the 26th Governor of Reserve Bank of India. Committee decided to maintain the neutral stance. What is the meaning of neutral stance? क्या meaning होता है neutral stance का? Neutral stance means Monetary Policy Committee will be ready and will take the action according to the market demand. If the market demand more liquidity, they will decrease the repo rate, increase the liquidity. If the market demand will be decrement, means market is demanding that now the liquidity is more, inflation is going up, to control the inflation, RBI will be ready to increase the रेपो रेट अगेन इफ रिक्वायर्ड इन द अपकमिंग फ्यूचर. तो आरबीआई को अगर लगेगा कि भाई इन्फ्लेशन ज्यादा हो रहा है, कंट्रोल करना है, तो रेपो रेट इंक्रीज कर देंगे. अगर आरबीआई को लगता है कि नहीं इन्फ्लेशन ठीक है, अभी और जरूरत है जीडीपी को बूस्ट करने की, जीडीपी को पुश करने की, दे विल फर्दर रेडी टू डिक्रीज द रेपो रेट अगेन इन अपकमिंग फ्यूचर. दिस इज व्हाट द न्यूट्रल स्टांस. तो न्यूट्रल स्टांस को आरबीआई लेकर चल रहा है. ठीक है. एमपीसी मीटिंग, that is minutes of the meeting, means complete point to point information regarding this monetary policy meeting will be updated on 21st of February. तो 21 फरवरी को ये आपका अपडेट होने जा रहा है. ठीक है. बिफोर दैट योर आईबीपीएस पीओ इंटरव्यूज विल बी ओवर. तो आपके लिए जो शॉर्ट में एमपीसी है, जो मेन हाइलाइट्स आए हैं, दैट विल बी इनफ. बट फॉर द एसबीआई क्लर्क मींस वी नीड टू गो in depth again with the monetary policy once this minutes of meeting will be announced. कि क्या क्या एक्चुअली माइन्यूट चेंजेस हुए वो भी कवर करने होंगे एसबीआई क्लर्क मींस एसबीआई पीओ मींस के लिए. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट मीटिंग विल बी कंडक्टेड 7 to 9 अप्रैल 2025. मेजर चेंज था 25 बेसिस पॉइंट दिस डिक्रीमेंट इन द रेपो रेट में जो डिक्रीमेंट हुआ है. जीडीपी प्रोजेक्शन रहा है 6.7% फॉर द नेक्स्ट फाइनेंशियल ईयर, दैट इज 25-26 के लिए. एंड इन्फ्लेशन रेट प्रोजेक्टेड एज 4.2%. तो ये प्रोडिक्शंस थे आपके इन्फ्लेशन रेट के. SDF भी डिक्रीज हुआ है because repo rate decrease, so you will be able to see the decrement in repo rate, after that bank rate, MSF, in all these areas we have seen the decrement by 0.25 का यहाँ पर हर जगह हमने क्या देखा है, decrement देखा है. ठीक है. There was no change in the reverse repo rate, so reverse repo rate को same रखा गया 3.35%, 6.25% आपका policy rate है. SDF 6 हो गया है, MSF 6.5, bank rate 6.5. everywhere we have seen. In the last monetary policy we have seen the change in December month. Repo rate was CRR was 4.5 and CRR was decreased to 4%. तो last monetary policy में दिसंबर में हमने देखा CRR में decrement हुआ and this time there is a decrement in the policy rate, that is repo rate. repo rate में decrement हुआ है. It is most powerful rate, right? आगे चलते हैं, कुछ और इनिशिएटिव्स की बात करें इमीडिएटली. सो आरबीआई हैव अनाउंस्ड वन ऑफ द ग्रेट इनिशिएटिव टू इंक्रीज द डिजिटल सिक्योरिटी इन द बैंकिंग इंडस्ट्री. There are lots of scammers. What they do nowadays, they make exactly the website similar to our public sector bank, PNB, even private bank. तो पब्लिक सेक्टर प्राइवेट बैंक इनकी क्लोन वेबसाइट्स बना लेते हैं, क्लोन वेब पेज बना लेते हैं. दे गैदर द इंफॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम द कस्टमर, लाइक the customer will visit search on Google, they will see, oh, this is the bank website, they will visit the website, they will fill the form, they will collect, and scammers collect all the information. Sometimes customer don't verify properly, oh, it is not a actual page of a bank, it is a fake page. So by that lots of customers lose their money. So now RBI came with the initiative with the domain name. Now all the banks will have their domain name like bank.in. So SBI will be called like this, SBI www.sbi.bank.in. तो वो एक अलग से होगा. So scammers will not be able to use this bank.in or fin.in. So NBFCs are going to use fin.in and banks are going to use bank.in. So .com, .in इनकी जगह पर bank.in, fin.in it will be there, which banks are going to adopt. It is going to give a clarity for the customer, this is a fake website or original website. But customers need to be aware about कि ऐसा कुछ है, bank.in जैसा चीज है. So as a future bank officers, you need to make aware to your customers that whenever you open website, do check that your bank website should be ending with the domain name bank.in. इसके अलावा कुछ है, it is a fake website. This is what you need to do. ठीक है. तो ये एक इनिशिएटिव लॉन्च किया है रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया ने. Great initiative to keep the transparency and clarity among the customers that they are actually visiting a fraud website or it's a real website of the bank. एक और point इन्होंने announce किया है RBI ने, that is enabling the additional factor authentication in the cross border card not present transaction. At present additional factor authentication is not applicable in the cross border transactions. So additional factor authentication, what is the meaning of it? So whenever you do any type of internet banking transaction. आप internet banking का use कर रहे हो, you want to make any transaction, you will observe one thing. First, it will ask you to put the password. So you have put the password. After password only you are not able to make payment. आप payment नहीं कर पाओगे password के बाद. Still it will ask either OTP or any type of security question. So that is additional authentication required. At least one OTP is required on your phone. That OTP you are going to put. Only after that you are going to make the payment. So this additional information which is required for the purpose of making the payment, that is called additional factor authentication. It is mandatory for the domestic transaction. Now it will be applicable to the international transactions as well. तो अब इसको international transactions में भी implement किया जाएगा to increase the security feature. What is the market implications? That is repo rate cut down in the year 2025. अभी आप इंटरव्यू में जा रहे हो, IBPS पे इंटरव्यू में, they will ask you mainly two questions. Why RBI decreased the repo rate? What is the impact of it when RBI decreased the repo rate? What is the policy stance of Reserve Bank of India? So you can create answer like this. Sir, the policy stance of Reserve Bank of India is neutral. We have seen in the last monetary policy also, Reserve Bank of India have made the decrement of CRR. Around 1 lakh crore rupee, if I am not wrong, 1 lakh something crore was increased as a liquidity in the market because of the decrement of CRR from 4.5 to 4%. So liquidity increase हुआ था, right? Again RBI have cut down the repo rate from 6.5 to 6.25. अभी RBI ने क्या किया? Repo rate को कम किया इस time. So sir, when RBI have decreased the repo rate, it will further increase the liquidity in the market because banks are going to get the loan from Reserve Bank of India and the lower rate of interest and their external benchmark lending rate. This repo rate is external benchmark lending rate. So EMI of home loan, personal loan will become cheaper for the customers. So customers will be able to take more loan. Even the customers which were already under the variable rate of interest category, they are also going to get the advantage of it. तो क्या ये existing customers पर applicable होगा? Yes. When customer borrow loan from bank offer them two different type of facility. Like they can go for fixed rate of interest. That rate of interest, whatever today's rate of interest, is going to be applicable throughout. Although banks usually offer this facility, banks also opt for the variable rate of interest. Variable rate of interest means whenever RBI increase the repo rate, your rate of interest will also increase. Whenever RBI will decrease the repo rate, your rate of interest will also decrease. So we've seen that in the last 2 years, 2.5 years, RBI have every time increased the repo rate. This is for the first time in the last 2 years when RBI decreased the repo rate. So for the first time in the last 2 years, borrowers are going to get the advantage that now their EMI will be have certain relaxations and they will be able to save more money or they will be able to wind up their loan in lesser time compared to before. अभी उनका क्या होगा? जो EMI schedule था वो decrease हो जाएगा. If they will keep the EMI same, if they will not accept the lower EMI कि भाई हमको EMI कम मत करो, आप हमारा tenure कम कर दो. एक चीज ये होगा. Otherwise bank will give you option. Do you want to decrease the EMI? So you can decrease the EMI. Mostly borrower want to continue over the same EMI and decrease the tenure कि भाई loan जल्दी complete कर लेंगे. Impact on the banking sector. Reduction in the repo rate will lend lower interest income for the bank. However, improve the liquidity and reduce the borrowing cost would be increase the credit demand, overall benefit on the economy. देखो rate of interest कम हुआ है तो बैंक का जो interest income है वो decrease होगा because interest income is based on higher rate of interest. अभी rate of interest decrease होगा so interest income of bank will decrease, but it is going to further increase the demand of more new loans in the economy. So bank can take the advantage of new demands which will be created by converting the new customers at the customer of their bank. कि नए कस्टमर्स को कनेक्ट करें, उनको लोन प्रोवाइड करें एंड दे कैन टेक द एडवांटेज ऑफ इट. तो ये इंपैक्ट पड़ेगा बैंकिंग सेक्टर पर. इंपैक्ट ऑन द इन्वेस्टमेंट इन द स्टॉक मार्केट. Rate could boost the equity market equally like real estate, infrastructure, banking कि लोग ज्यादा इन्वेस्ट करेंगे अब इस सेक्टर में, स्पेशली इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर सेक्टर एंड हाउसिंग फाइनेंस विल डेफिनेटली बूस्ट अप एंड हाउसिंग लोन डिमांड एंड हाउसिंग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डिमांड विल फर्दर इंक्रीज इन द इकोनॉमी. तो इसकी ये इंपैक्ट पड़ेगा. ठीक है. एक और पॉइंट है, आरबीआई सेड आरबीआई विल कंटिन्यू विद द फ्लेक्सिबल इन्फ्लेशन टारगेट. ये बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट है. This time it was there in the news in the monetary policy. What is flexible inflation target? So in the year 2020-21 RBI decided that RBI will manage the inflation in a range. The range will be 4 plus minus 2%. So currently RBI is trying to manage the inflation at 4%, max to max 6, minimum 2. We call it tolerance range of Reserve Bank of India. So the same tolerance range is called flexible inflation target of Reserve Bank of India. तो ये RBI का flexible inflation target कहलाता है. तो RBI कंटिन्यू कर रहा है फ्लेक्सिबल इन्फ्लेशन टारगेट को. आरबीआई विल कंटिन्यू विद द सेम कॉन्सेप्ट. यहाँ पर कुछ और डेटा है विच विल बी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द रिटर्न एग्जामिनेशन, नॉट फॉर इंटरव्यू. लाइक जीडीपी फॉरकास्ट और जीडीपी ग्रोथ रेट जो है वो 6.4% रखा है. क्वार्टर वाइज ट्रेंड है, इट इज गेटिंग कंटिन्यूअसली चेंज. So it will be applicable till your SBI clerk examination. For the SBI PO again we will have the monetary policy of April, and we need to follow the monetary policy of April for your SBI PO examination. GDP prediction के बाद है CPI inflation. So CPI inflation for the current financial year 4.8% रखा हुआ है. For the next financial year 4.2%. This is the prediction. What is CPI? Consumer Price Index. It is a calculation of inflation at the retail prices based on goods and services. तो जो भी चीजें आप मार्केट से परचेस करते हैं तो उसका जो प्राइस होता है अगर वो इंक्रीज हो रहा है, रिटेल प्राइस इंक्रीज हो रहा है, CPI will be higher. So it will be applicable on the goods and services both. I hope in short I was able to explain you the complete major changes in the monetary policy. All the best for your interview, guys. For the batch of UICAO also you can check the details available on my on the Guidely platform. My interview batch is available, so you can check the details. Join the batch. I'll start the classes very soon, and we'll go through with the mock interview also properly for the UICAO. All the best for your interview, guys. Take care. Jai Hind.